Why do I have a mentor? That's a good question. Been doing this a long time, have a lot of business experience. But yesterday, I had received an email from my mentor, and he had looked at the update that I sent around to the board and asked if we could talk on Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Sunday morning for me, actually. So I said, sure. So we had a meeting. We talked about what it was that he saw in that weekly report that we could be doing better, new areas of opportunity, et cetera, et cetera. So why do I have a mentor? Again, after 40 plus years in business. The reason is, among others, is because I don't know everything and I still can learn. There are certainly different opinions to different problems that are helpful to take into account. It also gives me accountability, and it also gives me to have a board, to have a chairman with a track record. It also gives me, not sure I need it, but added credibility as well in the ability not only to work the acquisition, but people judge you by the people you have around you. So, as you think about doing this business acquisition journey, I would encourage you to think about, do I have a mentor? Do I have a board that I interact with frequently? If the answer is no, then change that and look for a mentor who's more successful than you are. That shouldn't be, for most people, very hard to find. And someone who you think you can have a relationship with. It's important that you get along together, that you enjoy spending some time together, usually talking about something other than business on occasion, but most of your discussions are going to be about business. And we've also talked about what a board and what the right mentor can do in accelerating your business acquisition program. I've talked a lot about recent successful entrepreneurs. I've started the Pantheon. You can go over and look at the first inductee into that. And yesterday, when I was talking to chairman of my board, we were talking about a mentee who you've heard about, who left his corporate job in July of 2022, has been doing a lot of acquisitions successfully, ended up being able to acquire a Ferrari pretty recently. That may not be your goal, but doing this and being successful at this gives you choices. Whether you want to buy a Ferrari, whether you don't want to donate to charity, whether you want to set up college funds, etc., etc., etc. But it gives you choices. I'm not guaranteeing that happens for everyone. It requires you to put the work in and use the tools around you. One of the things that this mentor has done successfully, he's used his board. He's used me. He's used his professionals. We still have a meeting at least once a month where we talk about now not only the acquisition program, but I think critically important at this stage, how he is running these 24 locations that he has. Might be more than that as of today. And that's a process. He's got 300 employees now plus. He started with one part-time employee, as you'll hear in his interview in the Pantheon, which I'd encourage you to go listen to. So think about why you need a mentor. Think about why you need a board of directors, which you should already know. But then use it. If you have those tools and you don't use those tools, it's just the same as if you didn't use them to begin with. So I would encourage you to do those things. If you don't know how to begin, certainly the course that I put together will help you with that. There are also openings in both the VIP Mastermind, which is the best program I run, and a few in group coaching. There's usually something happening in group coaching because one of the requirements is you submit a weekly report by 5 p.m. the night before the Zoom meeting. That would seem pretty simple to do. It's a one-page report. Maybe it's 2 pages. It's an online report. It's pretty simple to do. People miss that all the time. One strike and out. So that's the reason there are openings there. So I'd encourage you to think about that again, whether it's the VIP Mastermind, group coaching, the course. The tools are there, but build a board, get a mentor. The benefits that you will see if you've picked the right people are incredibly important to moving more quickly than you would on your own. If you're worried about or concerned about or don't know how to have the first discussions, go over to brucewhipple.com, look for the conversation starters. If you want to go there directly, just go to brucewhipple.com/free course. But if I have a mentor, start to think about it. Why don't you have a mentor if you don't? And there's no good reason that I can come up with. Okay, have a good week. Use the tools around you. Set goals in front of you. Work your affirmations. All those things that you should know by now. Work the Ivy Lee method. And if you do that consistently, I'm not going to tell you you're going to have a Ferrari in less than a year of leaving your corporate job, but you will be typically more successful doing those things than those that don't.